So what you can see here is Super Typhoon Malakas, which is going to make landfall fairly shortly on the far western islands of Okinawa Prefecture in the next 24 to 36 hours. And after heading over Okinawa, it will head northeast towards the mainland of Japan and weaken quickly after landfall. The system's remnants should then head into Alaska. That's the remnants right here of Malakas. And then it should re-strengthen and kick out tropical storm Carl, which is still being shown even 15 days later. That's Carl right there. So that's Carl right now. That's Carl right there. Carl becoming a strong tropical storm, a hurricane, and then going into Europe. Looks like Europe will get hit by a storm. This year we also had the lowest, second lowest ice coverage ever recorded for the North Atlantic, and we also hit a record low for Antarctic. We had a record high for the Antarctic Oscillation, and that's causing the Antarctic sea ice to rapidly go down, and I mean rapidly. Look at that, it's just going down. It's going down like crazy right now, and I'll show you why it's doing that right now. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Off the charts, literally. It's literally off the charts. I can't even see where the thing ends. I'm going to have to estimate it somewhere around here. And then it's going to stabilize. So I think Antarctic sea ice will then begin to recover, but after a loss like that, it's going to be pretty hard. I mean, last year Antarctic sea ice was doing very well at this time last year. It was doing very, very well. And the year before that, even better. We were having record highs at this time last year. And now we're at the exact opposite. 17. The difference is 2 million square kilometers. This is a huge difference in sea ice coverage. Is huge in just 2 years, from record highs to record lows. It's crazy. Just 2 years can do. So this is Tropical Storm Carl, actually Julia, which is nothing to worry about though. Here's Carl right over there. Even Carl, I think, is no threat. From what I just saw in the models, Carl is no real threat. I mean, there is a chance, outside chance, that Julia could become a Category 3 hurricane, but those are the outlier models, and it's very unlikely. Most likely, Julia will become a depression. First of all, we have to count how many models forecast tropical storm strength or stronger, or how many forecast weaker than tropical storms. So right now we have one that stays in tropical depression status. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10. And but stronger. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So most of the consensus are saying tropical storm or stronger. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 showing at least a Category 1 hurricane. So most likely it will maintain tropical storm status. Very unlikely, and so you have to rule out the far outliers like this. More likely will take something in the middle, so probably weak tropical storm. Probably 50 miles an hour will probably be its peak. And now let's go for Carl, see what the models are showing with that storm. This model is showing Carl to move westward, but then for Carl to go northward and then out to sea. So Carl is also not a threat for the East Coast. Right, but right now Carl is fighting some pretty strong wind shear. But I think the real storm we have to worry about is Malakas. That's what I think the main threat is right now we have to worry about, is tropical or super typhoon Malakas. So from what I'm seeing, Super Typhoon Malakas right now is 130 mile an hour, category 4 typhoon, super typhoon. There's Malakas right there. It's not gonna head right for Taiwan, but it's gonna clip Taiwan. It's actually clipping Taiwan right now. It's actually now 135 mile an hour super typhoon. So those are the islands it's gonna hit tonight. These are the islands I was talking about it hitting. And so then it'll head into mainland Japan, but it'll weaken fairly quickly. So Tokyo might get a little wind and a little rain out of this, nothing too intense. It's going to go into cooler waters and weaken quickly. Right now it looks pretty impressive on satellite. It has a pretty good eye right now. So I'm looking at satellite right now. And it's showing the system already beginning its northward turn. It looks like this island right here is going to have landfall. It's going to make landfall on that island. Looks like. So it looks like the island of Iromotejima will be hit by a pretty bad storm. Yonaguni Island. So Yonaguni Island is going to be hit by that super typhoon. There's Yonaguni Island. It's going to be southeast of the island, just north of Taiwan. It's going to be just southeast of. So it's going to be just southeast of Pangaea Inlet. So Yonaguni Island is going to be hit by the typhoon. Some of the worst effects can also go to Taketomi, Irotejima, Iromotejima, and Ishikagi Island. As these islands will be in the right for a quadrant. The effects should even Okinawa should have some pretty bad weather from this system. Well, before I go, I'm going to show you what the forecast is for the next basically 10 days for the United States. Nothing too extreme. I mean, we're currently having a tornado event. Well, possible tornadoes in the Midwest. But first I'm going to show you the weather for the United States for the next about a week or so. Tomorrow is going to be nice. The temperature's in the upper 70s, low 80s in New York, with some south winds becoming southwest in the afternoon. Sunday, on the other hand, is going to be pretty stormy. See all that stormy weather? There could be some severe weather on Sunday, as there's going to be a strong pretty gusty southwest wind, and that could trigger some wind shear possibly, but nothing too extreme. Looks like it's not going to be too bad. As we go into later next week. It's gonna be a cool, some cool winds coming to New York, and then it's gonna get humid again. There's Carl right there, and being shown to our on our left part, on the right part of the screen. And it's gonna head out to sea, which is kind of odd. I would imagine it'll probably come a little closer. If this high pressure system influences Carl, it could move to the west further, and then possibly try to come up. So Carl could possibly do something like that, but unlikely. Most likely it will go out to sea, as the other models have indicated. Now we're going to look for severe weather. Supercell composite is a pretty good, gives a pretty good depiction of that. Nothing too extreme for Sunday, or Monday for that matter, so weather should be good. Maybe some thunderstorms tomorrow, Sunday into Monday. That's about it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.